After we buried my father, I came back to settle the land. The barn leaned into the north wind. The wheat broke dry in my hands. Out past the rusted windmill, where the south field turned to stone, a scarecrow wore his Sunday coat, the one he'd never loaned. That scarecrow in my father's coat keeps pointing toward the gate. One arm raised toward the county road, one bent beneath the weight. The crows won't land beside him, the cattle won't come close. There's more than straw still standing in my father's Sunday coat. The family worked that acreage when I was 10 years old. A mother, 2 young daughters, and a boy named Samuel Cole. Daddy claimed they stole his money, sent the sheriff after them. They left their supper on the table and were never seen again. The scarecrow in my father's coat keeps pointing toward the gate. One arm raised toward the county road, one bent beneath the weight. The crows won't land beside him, the cattle won't come close. There's more than straw still standing in my father's Sunday coat. Coat down at sundown, found 4 names sewn in the seam, and a courthouse receipt for 40 acres folded underneath the sleeve. The Coles had bought the south field, Daddy forged the final page. Then the scarecrow turned behind me, though the air was still as gray. Now the scarecrow wears no clothing, that black coat hangs on my door. I nailed the rightful deed beside it for whoever comes once more. But every night across the stubble, 4 shadows cross the road, and something made of wheat and wire knocks beneath my father's coat. At dawn the south gate stood wide open, though I chained it twice before. 4 sets of footprints crossed the wheat field, and mine stopped at the door. And mine stopped at the door. Reverend Cole preached every Sunday from a pulpit built of pine, with honey on his breakfast biscuit and damnation on his mind. By July the church stood empty, but a low hymn filled the hall, not from any living choir, from the bees inside the walls. Hear the bees inside the walls, working where the daylight ends. They make their honey out of secrets, wax and scripture, blood and sin. You can smoke them from the rafters, you can tear the plaster down, but the bees inside the walls know what fed this hungry town. When the mill closed, government flour came by rail. Coal kept half beneath the chapel, sold the rest beyond the veil. While the children chewed on cornbread thin enough to see the plate, he bought glass for every window and a silver garden gate. Hear the bees inside the walls, working where the daylight ends. They make their honey out of secrets, wax and scripture, blood and sin. You can smoke them from the rafters, you can tear the plaster down, but the bees inside the walls know what fed this hungry town. Cold and calm fell at our feet. Every cell held scraps of paper, family names and pounds of wheat. Then the swarm rose round the pulpit, blackened every window pane. Cole ran barefoot through the graveyard, calling mercy by its name. Now the bees have left the walls, but their honey won't turn sweet. It tastes of empty winter cupboards and the children cold deceived. We poured every jar upon his grave, watched it soak into the ground, and the bees inside the walls built their kingdom farther down. Come spring, no flowers touch the churchyard, no birds settle on the cross, but beneath Reverend Cole's headstone, something golden dripped like loss. Ada Finch was county midwife, knew each back road, birth and scar. Kept clean towels beside the wood stove and a lantern in her car. But one December near Black Hollow, someone knocked through sleet and wind. Ada stood behind the curtain and would not let the woman in. There's a salt line across the doorway, white as bone against the floor. Ada sweeps it every morning, by midnight it's there once more. You can bar the cold from entering, you can nail the windows tight, but the salt line across the doorway marks who stood outside that night. was her brother's daughter, barely 17 and scared. She carried shame beneath her coat and snowflakes in her hair. Ada feared the church would judge her, feared the town would learn the name. By sunrise, two shapes lay frozen where the cedar shadows came. There's a salt line across the doorway, white as bone against the floor. Ada sweeps it every morning. By midnight it's there once more. You can bar the cold from entering, you can nail the windows tight, but the salt line across the doorway marks who stood outside that night. Years went by, the house stood empty, still a cradle across the room. Neighbors heard a young girl humming through the dead of every June. Then one night old Ada opened when three soft knocks shook the frame. On the porch stood snow in summer and a child who knew her name. Now the salt line leaves the doorway, runs like a road across the floor, past the stove and through the bedroom to a grave beneath the porch. You can hide behind your goodness, you can pray till morning light, but the salt line tells the living who they left outside that night. They found Ada in the cradle with white salt upon her hair, and two wet footprints crossed the kitchen, but no one else was there. A black dog waits at the county line, where the pavement turns to stone. Mud dried hard along his ribs, a freight rope hanging low. He never barks at passing trucks, never follows anyone. But when my headlights touch his eyes, he turns toward where I'm from. That black dog knows the road, every ditch and every flame. He keeps 10 steps ahead of me, like guilt that learned my name. I can cross another border, I can drive till morning shines, but that black dog knows the road back across the county line. Town's red fireman coat the night the Benson farmhouse burned. Mrs. Benson screamed, "My boy's upstairs," but I saw where the floorboards turned. Old man Benson kept his payroll in a box beneath the stairs. I carried out $3,000 while the child was breathing there. That black dog knows the road, every ditch and every flame. He keeps 10 steps ahead of me, like guilt that learned my name. I I can cross another border, I can drive till morning shines, but that black dog knows the road back across the county line. Bought a used Ford pickup, a wedding ring, a patch of ground, but smoke came through the bedroom vent. Whenever rain was coming down, my wife would ask what woke me. I'd say the dog outside again. She never saw him by the fence, only ashes on my hands. Now the black dog leaves the roadside, walks beside me through the gate. The Benson place is weeds and chimney, but one upstairs window waits. I lay the money in the doorway, though the bills are black with time, and the black dog climbs the staircase as the church bell strikes 9. At dawn they found my truck still running, driver's door thrown open wide. 2 trails cross the burned out garden, one in boots and one in fire. There's a well behind the chapel where the grass won't ever grow. Folks say water turned to iron 37 years ago. Old Miss Carter leaves a wildflower on the stones each Sunday noon. Then she walks home through the cornfields before the rising of the moon. Don't draw water from that well. Don't lean close and speak your name. Some things buried under mercy still remember why they came. When the bucket strikes the darkness, you can hear the old rope groan. Don't draw water from that well unless you mean to carry something home. Her father preached the book of Matthew with a voice that shook the glass, but every sermon ended early when a freight train thundered past. One September after harvest, his youngest girl was gone. They found one shoe beside the hedgerow and her ribbon near the pond. Don't draw water from that well. Don't lean close and speak your name. Some things buried under mercy still remember why they came. When the bucket strikes the darkness, you can hear the old rope groan. Don't draw water from that well unless you mean to carry something home. Last winter Miss Carter found me with a shovel in my hand. She said, boy, the dead ain't restless, it's the living who can't stand. Then she placed that faded ribbon in the pocket of my coat, and the chapel bell rang once, though no hand was on the rope. I drew water from that well. I leaned close and spoke her name. The wind went still across the cornfield, and the church windows filled with rain. When the bucket reached the daylight, there was nothing there but stone and a little blue ribbon that I swear I'd left at home. Now each Sunday after midnight, someone walks the chapel ground, and the well behind the altar makes a slow and hollow sound. Behind the house on Galloway Road, an apple tree leans east, its branches black through every spring, its roots too deep to reach. My grandmother tied white ribbons there the morning I was born, then cut them down one Christmas Eve and fed them to the storm. The apple tree blooms in winter when the ground is iron and white. Red fruit hangs beneath the branches only on the coldest nights. You can taste one and remember every promise you betrayed. That apple tree blooms in winter, but its fruit won't let you stay. Kept the cellar locked and wore the key on thread. She said the jars held summer peaches. I heard someone breathe instead when fever took her late in March. She pulled me to her bed. Never dig beneath that apple tree, some roots are fed by dread. That apple tree blooms in winter when the ground is iron and white. Red fruit hangs beneath the branches only on the coldest nights. You can taste one and remember every promise you betrayed. That apple tree blooms in winter, but its fruit won't let you stay. I dug there after Mama's burial while sleet erased the road. Found a child's brass button and a chain gone green with mold. Then the cellar door swung open, though the key was in my hand, and a little voice behind me said, "Sister, now you understand." Now the apple tree blooms in winter, and two shadows cross the snow. One belongs to who was buried, one to who refused to know. I took one fruit between my fingers, heard my mother start to pray. That apple tree blooms in winter, and tonight I mean to stay. By morning every branch was empty, every ribbon tied again, and two small sets of footprints stopped where the roots went in. Della kept a boarding house beside the tannery road, with 7 rooms, a narrow stair, and wallpaper stained with smoke. Above the hall stood one tall mirror, silver peeling from the frame. Every guest who passed beneath it saw a stranger wear their face. Don't look long in Della's mirror, don't ask what it came to see. It won't show the clothes you're wearing, it shows what you refuse to be. Every lie leaves something standing when the liar walks away. Don't look long in Della's mirror, it remembers every face. Room 11, though the house had only 10. She paid in coins gone black with water, never spoke of where she'd been. Della heard her sewing nightly, needle tapping after 2. By dawn one name was stitched in red thread on the lining of Della's shoes. Don't look long in Della's mirror, don't ask what it came to see. It won't show the clothes you're wearing, it shows what you refuse to be. Every lie leaves something standing when the liar walks away. Don't look long in Della's mirror, it remembers every face. Della owned the mill house cellar where 6 young women disappeared. She took their wages, burned their letters, told their mothers they had cleared. Then the mirror split like lightning, and 6 girls filled the glass. Each one wore the dress she died in, each one pointed toward the stairs. Now look deep in Della's mirror, there's no hallway in the frame. Only 6 girls climbing upward and one woman without a face. Every room stands cold and empty, every door is locked by day, but the mirror in Della's hallway still collects another name. They tore the boarding house down Sunday, found no cellar, bone or grave, only red thread in the foundation, spelling names beneath the clay. The clock above cell 4 still reads 11:59. though the courthouse wound it every week, till the night they crossed that line. The clock above cell phone won't give midnight to the dead. 1 minute hangs like judgment over every word they said. You can pardon flesh and bone, you can blame the hands of time, but the clock above cell phone knows who carried out the crime. Silas Bell was 23, worked the sawmill south of town. They found a widow's silver locket near the place her body drowned. My father wore the sheriff's badge, swore he saw that young man run. The jury prayed, the preacher nodded, and the hanging rope was hung. The clock above cell phone won't give midnight to the dead. 1 minute hangs like judgment over every word they said. You can pardon flesh and bone, you can blame the hands of time, but the clock above cell phone knows who carried out the crime. Died, I found the locket in a flower sack beneath his bed, with a photograph of that young widow and a note she never sent. It read, "Meet me by the Black River, we can leave before first light." On the back my father's writing, she chose Silas, make it right. Now the clock above cell phone has begun to move again. Its hands crawl past the minute where they murdered an innocent man. I laid the badge beneath the gallows, heard the old jail timbers cry, and the clock above cell phone struck 12 for the first time. At dawn they found the cell door open and one shadow on the wall. Mine was standing by the window, but it wasn't mine at all. Mabel Harold dressed the dead folks in a room behind the stairs, closed their eyes with gentle fingers, combed the river from their hair. Her father kept a black-bound ledger locked beneath the embalming room, with one page torn clean from the binding and one name missing from the tomb. Every grave has got a number, every coffin has a name, but the ledger at Harrow's home keeps one secret from the clay. can stitch the mouth of sorrow, you can make the pail look warm, but the ledger at Harrow's home knows who never made it home. In the winter of '63, a stranger came without a face. Sheriff Boone called him a drifter, said, put him in the pauper's place. Mabel found a wedding picture sewn inside his Sunday coat. Her own mother by the courthouse, and her father's name below. Every grave has got a number, every coffin has a name, but the ledger at Harrow's home keeps one secret from the clay. You can stitch the mouth of sorrow, you can make the pail look warm, but the ledger at Harrow's home knows who never made it home. She broke the lock one Good Friday, while the town knelt down to pray. Found her father's crooked writing, Boone paid cash, no stone, no name. Then the lamps went blue and trembling, and the drawer slid open wide. Every unclaimed soul was whispering, put the truth where we can lie. Now each grave has got a number, and that stranger has his name. Mabel nailed the missing ledger page to the courthouse in the rain. Sheriff Boone was found by morning with black ink across his palms, and the ledger at Harrow's home had written one name more. Mabel left before the sunrise, took no money, coat or comb. But some nights the dead sit upright in the rooms at Harrow's home. Back into Merced County with mud dried on my tires, a matchbook from a burned out motel, and a coat that smelled like fire. The church bell coughed at midnight, the Black River held its tongue, and Mama's Bible on the dashboard felt heavier than a gun. Oh, the porch light knows my name, though the house won't say it loud. I left here wearing Sunday clothes, came back beneath a thundercloud. If the Lord still keeps a ledger, there's a page I can't outrun. Oh, the porch light knows my name, but it don't call me son. My brother's truck was in the driveway, rust blooming by the door, same cracked glass in the kitchen window from the fight we had before. I found his hat beside the wood stove, dust gathered in the brim, and a photograph turned face down like the room was done with him. Oh, the porch light knows my name, though the house won't say it loud. I left here wearing Sunday clothes, came back beneath a thundercloud. If the Lord still keeps a ledger, there's a page I can't outrun. Oh, the porch light knows my name, but it don't call me son. There's a raven on the fence post, there's a storm behind the pines, there's a prayer I never finished, still choking on the line. I put my hand against the doorway, felt the cold come through the grain, and I heard my mother whisper, like rain forgetting rain. Porch light knows my name, it burns yellow, thin and tired. It watched one boy leave clean as snow, and one come home through fire. If forgiveness is a river, I can't find where it runs. Oh, the porch light knows my name, but it don't call me son. I slipped out by the black river with my coat beneath my head. At dawn that little porch light was still burning for the dead.